Your 20s are supposed to be the best years of your life. At least, that's what everyone says, right? But for many people, the truth feels completely different. You wake up one day and realize you have no idea where you're going. You're not sure who you are. You're not sure what you want. And you feel like everyone else is miles ahead of you. So, why do we feel so lost in our 20s? Why does this decade full of possibilities often feel so overwhelming, confusing, and lonely? Let's break it down. 1. The disappearance of structure. For nearly 18 years of your life, everything was mapped out for you. School starts at 8, lunch at 12, assignments, exams, deadlines, all predetermined. Adults told you where to go, what to do, what success looked like. Then suddenly, the structure disappears. No one tells you what job to choose. No one tells you who to date. No one tells you where to live. No one tells you how to build a meaningful life. You go from a perfectly drawn roadmap to an empty piece of paper where you are expected to design the blueprint. And here's the thing. Most people don't realize that freedom can feel like pressure. When all paths are open, choosing becomes terrifying. Because choosing one path means abandoning 100 others. This pressure to figure it out can create paralysis. You don't know where to start, so you don't start. And the silence of uncertainty feels like failure. But it isn't failure. It's simply the first time in your life where you're writing the rules instead of following them. 2. The comparison trap. Nothing makes you feel lost faster than seeing other people look found. Social media intensifies this in a way no generation before us ever experienced. You see people your age, buying homes, traveling the world, getting engaged, earning 6 figures, launching businesses, living aesthetic lives that look perfect, achieving things you don't even know how to start. And naturally, you begin to feel behind. But here's the uncomfortable truth. What you're seeing is the highlight reel of 1% of someone's life. And you're comparing it to the behind the scenes of 100% of your life. You don't see their fear. You don't see their debt. You don't see the nights they cried. You don't see the mistakes they hide. You don't see their loneliness. Comparison doesn't show you reality. It shows you a fantasy that makes you feel miserable. And because everyone is posting their wins online, you start believing everyone is winning, except you. But the reality is, most people in their 20s are struggling silently, just like you. 3. The pressure to become someone. Your 20s are filled with expectations from society, from family, and from yourself. Society tells you, build your career, be successful, work harder, don't fall behind. Family tells you, be stable, be responsible. Don't disappoint us. You tell yourself, I should be doing more. I should be further ahead. I should have my life together. And all these voices create a mental storm. You start to think your worth depends on your achievements. You feel guilty for resting. You feel ashamed when things don't go well. You feel like time is slipping away, and you're wasting it. This is when anxiety begins to grow. Not because you're doing badly, but because you believe you're not doing enough. Your 20s become a race you never signed up for, a competition you never wanted to join, and pressure becomes your default emotional state. This pressure makes anyone feel lost. 4. Identity crisis. Your 20s force you to ask questions you've never answered. Who am I without school? Who am I without my parents? What do I actually want? What kind of person do I want to be? What kind of life do I want to build? And the truth is, most people don't know. Because you're still discovering yourself. You're still learning your values, your boundaries, your strengths, your flaws. You try things and realize you don't like them. You date people and realize they weren't right for you. You choose paths and later regret them. You fail You try again. You change. That's not being lost. That's being alive. Your 20s are not about having clarity. They're about learning through confusion. You're not supposed to have everything figured out. You're supposed to explore. 5. Loneliness in a connected world. Ironically, your 20s can be the loneliest time in your life. You leave old friends behind. You move cities. People get busy. Relationships change. Everyone is focused on surviving their own life. You may think you're the only one feeling isolated, but this is actually one of the most universal experiences of adulthood. You crave deep connection, but deep connections take time. They require trust, vulnerability, consistency. And in your 20s, everything and everyone feels temporary. You wonder, where do I belong? Who truly understands me? Why does everyone seem so distant? Loneliness makes you feel lost. But loneliness is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It's a sign that you're human, and you're navigating a decade where everything is shifting. 6. Too many choices, too little guidance. Your 20s give you endless choices. What career? What city? What partner? What lifestyle? What future? But no one prepares you for making choices with lifelong consequences. No one teaches you how to deal with uncertainty. No one explains that doubts and confusion are normal. You feel lost because you're facing big decisions, without experience, without mentorship, and often without support. But here's the truth. Feeling lost does not mean you're failing. It means you're learning. It means you're stepping into the unknown, the place where growth actually happens. Every person who built a meaningful life first walked through a period of confusion, questions, and false starts. Exactly like the one you're in now. 7. The truth nobody told you. Your 20s are not about being perfect. They're not about speed. They're not about being ahead. Your 20s are about trying, failing, learning, starting over, discovering yourself, exploring paths, letting go of the wrong things, holding on to the right things, becoming someone you're proud of. Being lost is not a problem. It's a phase, and it's a necessary part of becoming who you're meant to be. So if you feel lost right now, you're not alone. You're not behind. And you're not broken. You're just in your 20s. And this is exactly what they're supposed to feel like. If you want to understand yourself better, stay here. There's a lot more to explore.